Women have the power to transform this world. We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing: share. Let's share our wisdom, share our time, share our talents, share our finances, but most of all, let's share our love. This is the Female Solution. Join me, Naima Latif, every morning, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, as we bring you stimulating discussions about the issues affecting our lives. If you're listening online at www.blogtalkradio.com/the-female-solution, press the blue button that says follow and get our daily topics every morning directly to your email and your smartphone. Hi, I'm Naima Latif, Executive Producer of the Female Solution Radio Show. We invite you to call in 515-605-9325 and participate in this daily think tank as we examine the challenges we face and develop solutions that restore peace and harmony. We are global transformers, changing the world from the way it is to the way it should be. We are one. Wherever we live on this earth, we are one human family. On behalf of our team of radio hosts, I'd like to extend a greeting to all the members of our family, whenever and wherever you may be listening around the world. To our family in China, Ni Hao. In India, Namaste. In Japan, Konnichiwa. In Korea, Annyeonghaseyo. In Russia, Здравствуйте. In Germany, Guten Tag. In Poland, Dzień dobry. In France, Bonjour. In Spain, Hola. In Italy, Ciao. In Egypt, Ahlan wa sahlan. In Ghana, Akwaba. In Nigeria, Peleo. In South Africa, Sawubona. In Senegal, Nangadef. In Kenya, Jambo. In Israel, Shalom. In Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Saudi Arabia, Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, and may peace be upon you all.
Is Monday morning a struggle to get out of bed, into the swing of things? Well, don't worry, you are not alone. Join us for thought-provoking, stimulating, and mindful conversations on higher learning with ZeldaSpeaks for your Monday morning mindfulness sessions on Blog Talk Radio, The Female Solution, Mondays, 7:30 until 9 a.m. Be sure and send your ideas, thoughts, comments, and suggestions. Experience mindfulness moments with the mindfulness/stress relief coach, ZeldaSpeaks. And thanks for sharing the mindfulness moment tip of the day. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, and stay tuned to your next session of Mindfulness on Higher Learning with ZeldaSpeaks. Make it a mindful day. And thanks for listening. Hey, my girl, we're talking about Bitcoin today, but we're talking about empowering the family as a whole unit. And so I'll let you take it from here.
We have been talking about empowerment for a while because people have been trained to think that they are powerless. They've been trained to see themselves as helpless victims, and if somebody doesn't give me something, then I can't survive. So we're really trying to help people undo that programming and to realize that even something like money is something that we control, because whatever means of exchange we use is something that we all collectively agree is going to be the means of exchange. I have a ketchup package here. Now, if we were to decide, okay, in order to get something, you need to have a package of ketchup, and that will be the means of exchange. Well, if we all agree to that, then that's what it is.
Right.
That's all money is. It's a symbol that we collectively have agreed is going to symbolize the means of exchange. So, if we have decided to honor the dollar bill or the yen or whatever thing we're honoring as the symbol, that's a collective agreement. Now, if we choose to select something else, then that's the agreement. And that's the power of Bitcoin, because it's an agreement by people who have decided that they want a different kind of monetary system that is not controlled by an external force, such as a bank, that can decide not to give you access to your own money.
Yeah, we
need
to share that experience because nobody believes us, so we need to share that experience. Please do.
And they named in terms of actual banking institutions who did that, because it just lets us know that we have to take back the power of our own economy. We have to take back our own decision-making ability to exchange goods and services with whatever symbol we choose. So Bitcoin is something that empowers you because the way it's set up, each person is like their own personal banker. You have the Bitcoin, and there is a purchase of Bitcoin, but once you have it, it's in a bank that is digital, meaning it's on your phone, it's on your computer device. It's not accessible to anybody else. Nobody can steal your phone and steal your money. They can't steal your computer and steal your money. So it's a whole different concept created and made possible by the advent of cyberspace, which is basically a physical representation of our imagination. So if we have a symbol that we have all agreed we will exchange for goods and services, then that is the power we have given it. And that is the only power any money has, is the power that the people give it. So we have given that power to Bitcoin as that means that we will control and we will use to exchange goods and services. The reason why it's empowering is that it is not accessible to anybody other than those who wish to use it. So if I want to exchange Bitcoin with you, I send it to you directly. You receive it directly. There's no middleman. There's no banker. There's nobody can say, well, we're not going to let your check clear for the next 2 weeks. Nobody can do that. It's instant exchange of Bitcoin.
Thank you.
And so if you choose to pay someone in Bitcoin, someone decides, well, I need a video production, and so I'm going to receive Bitcoin for my video production services. A person can send me Bitcoin directly to my Bitcoin wallet, which is stored on my electronic devices, my phone, my iPad, my computer, because it's accessible by a code that only I have. So because it is something controlled by each person who has Bitcoin, it is empowering. It removes all the middlemen from being able to decide whether or not you can spend your money or how much you can spend, or even forcing you to give a portion of it to someone else, because the way it works, it really is non-taxable in that sense, because it's a direct exchange from person to person. So we've cut out all the middlemen.
That's right.
And
rid of the middlemen.
That is what empowers the people. It is what gives the decision-making ability to work together and cooperate and exchange to the people, and not institutions, not government, but people. So this is why Bitcoin and digital currencies are things that empower people to be able to enrich each other. Poverty is something that is artificially created by saying, okay, we have a means of exchange. You need to have a ketchup package in order to do business. Oh, you don't have one? Oh, well, then you can't do any business. You just have to starve.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we've done to people with the monetary systems we have.
Mm-hmm.
We don't give you access to it.
Nope.
We won't hire you. We won't pay you. We won't give you any access to this means of exchange we've created. And so, therefore, you can't buy food. You can't buy clothes. You can't buy a place to stay. You're impoverished. Poverty is something created, and so it can just be as easily uncreated. So when we spread Bitcoin around, we're empowering everybody to share in the abundance that already exists, because everything on earth we've been given for free already.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea that somebody can control everything and keep other people from having it, that's ludicrous. But we have never, or we have not thought to challenge that concept prior to this time, because our minds have been so indoctrinated with the idea that other people are more powerful than we are. So we've allowed that thinking to pervade everything they do. We've taught it to our children. We've taught them to be submissive to an oppressive system that keeps them in a state of fear that they're going to not be allowed access to things they need. And so many of our children have made decisions that are not in their best interest out of fear that they're not going to be able to survive based on the monetary system that has been withheld from them. So we want to empower our children by sharing Bitcoin with them, getting them their own Bitcoin wallet, their own Bitcoin collection, their own ability to grow their Bitcoin and exchange Bitcoin and do business using Bitcoin to receive Bitcoin for their services so they can feel the power of having their own ability to make decisions and to enrich themselves and to use their creative energies to attract more abundance. So we want to remove that power, that poverty consciousness that other people can keep you poor, and if you don't do what other people want, they won't let you have a job, they won't let you earn a living, they won't let you buy things. We've removed all of that thinking, and we've placed power in the hands and the hearts and minds of our children so they can know they have the power to create whatever they desire, using a system that empowers people rather than disempowers people. So I'm grateful to be a part of a wonderful Bitcoin network and to also have the ability to share it with friends and family and to see the power of thought being able to change a world economy, because this is exactly what we're doing. We are changing the world economy by collectively agreeing to honor a different means of exchange, and that is Bitcoin. And no one has the power to make us stop or forbid us to do it or to discontinue it, because it's something that is controlled by the collective minds of the people.
And when the people say, let's do it, it's a done deal, because we have a choice. We have a choice.
We have a choice. And I'm glad that we have children in these times that have what we've seen as a spirit of rebellion, because you have to have the courage to say no in order to be able to say yes. You have to be able to say no to the things that are hurtful to you in order to say yes to the things that are helpful to you. So it's good that our children have said no to wrong systems that exclude them, wrong education that dumbs them down and keeps them in a state of ignorance. They've said no to belief systems that teach that there's something inferior about them. I'm glad that they have the courage to say no, because now their minds are open to say yes to something that is empowering, something that is giving them the ability to make decisions and to create and to be unencumbered by other people's prejudice. They don't have to care what other people think about them. They don't have to try to conform to somebody else's idea of what they should look like, how they should dress, and what kind of music they should listen to, and all of those things. They can create and express themselves and enrich themselves and not feel like somebody else that has greater power than them can suppress them. So I'm glad to see that spirit in our young people, and I'm glad to see their willingness to try something different and not be afraid that other people won't approve, because that has been the thing that has kept us stagnant. We're always thinking we have to get somebody else's approval before we make a decision. We had to erase that concept that someone else was an authority over us. We are now the authority over ourselves, and that's the empowering thing about Bitcoin.
And that's one of the things that I love about the young people is that they have no fear when it comes to change.